Well, my favourite story at the moment is The Boy at the Back of the Class by Anji Roaf, and it's a really moving story about 9-year-old Ahmet, who has come from a war-torn country. So he's a refugee, and he makes new friends in England, and it's all about the journey that they go on. And what I love about the story is that the underlying message is all about hope and peace and how friendship gets you through even the hardest of times. It's definitely worth a read.
Hi Christchurch, I would like to share with you one of my favourite books of all time, and it is Fantastic Mr. Fox by Roald Dahl. Now, this story was read to me many years ago when I was in year 4 at primary school, and it was read to me by my teacher, and it was read with such enthusiasm and expression, and I can remember joining in with all the actions, like digging like a little fox, and getting very excited by the story. And if I think really carefully, I can remember and I can still hear my teacher reading the story to us. So she read it so well, which inspired me with the story. And then consequently, after that, my mum used to read it to me, and then I used to talk about the book all the time. So for my birthday, my mum bought me this, and it is the audio version of the story on cassette. And I used to play it in the car, inside the house. I used to literally listen to it all the time. And here it is. Here's the actual cassette. Some of you might not recognise these. But there it is, and it still works, and I still play it to my son occasionally because the story's become a favourite of his as well. And I thought I'd just show you this for a bit of fun as well. On the inside cover of the cassette, I wrote my name and my class all those years ago. And so there you can see underneath class 4. What you might notice is my handwriting wasn't the neatest when I was at primary school, and I know lots of you have far neater handwriting than I did when I was at primary. So very well done. Now, enjoy World Book Day, enjoy all your reading and all your favourite stories. See you later.
I love reading all kinds of books, The Lion, the Witch and the Wardrobe, Harry Potter, The School of Good and Evil, but recently I found the Nevermore series by Jessica Townsend to be really exciting. It's about a girl who believes that she's cursed but is rescued on her 11th birthday. She's whisked away to a new world where she makes friends and tries to prove that she is as magical as them. It's a really good read. I hope you get a chance to have a look at it.
Hello Christchurch. My favourite book is called The Terrible Thing That Happened to Barnaby Bucket. And it's all about a boy who can float and fly. He can defy gravity. Sounds very exciting, doesn't it? But why I like this book best is because it's all about a boy who's unique and different. And it explains all about the challenges he faces by being different. But being different is not such a bad thing, I don't think. So this is why it's one of my favourite books.
So my favourite story from childhood is the classic Treasure Island. As the name suggests, there's treasure, there's maps, and there's bloodthirsty pirates. Shiver me timbers, me hearties.
Hi, I have 2 favourite children's books. The first one is Paper Dolls by Julia Donaldson. She's a fantastic author. I love all her books, but this one is my favourite. It makes me smile every time I read it. The second one is a childhood favourite, The Lion, the Witch and the Wardrobe, the Chronicles of Narnia. If you haven't read it, you're missing out on the adventure, so go read it.
My favourite book is The Twits. Look at them. They're not very nice, are they? What are they doing? I like the Twits because, I can show you, they play tricks on each other. And this is one of the tricks that they play. They give each other wormy spaghetti. You see that? And then the other thing that I like, I'll show you, is, and something to think about, is what are they doing there? And that is why I like the Twits.
Hi, Mrs. Carter's asked us to talk about a book that we've really enjoyed. And my favourite book, I have to say probably one of my favourite all-time books, is called Where the Crawdads Sing, and it's by a lady called Delia Owens. And she's really made this book come to life. For me, in particular, the reason she's done that is in her descriptions. The way she writes just flows so beautifully, and she describes things so well. one of the descriptions was about a burger, and she says burgers thick as a small city phone book. And another one goes like this: Kaya sat cross-legged on her porch bed. Mist from the downpour eased through the patched up screen, touching her face. And I love the way Delia Owens just describes things all through the book. She does it all the time with everything, and it really lets you become immersed in the whole story. And when I finished the book, I was really sad because I just didn't think I'd ever be able to read another book as good as that. And actually, I didn't read any other books for a little while, and then I started looking at some other books and reading, and have enjoyed reading some other books, but this was amazing and I loved it.
So my favourite book is called Dear Daughter, and it was given to my dad, who then wrote in it, because it's a book full of questions, and he answered the questions and gave it to me. So some of the questions that are in here are things like, what are some of the things you like doing in your life? What is some of your earliest memories? What was the naughtiest thing you ever did? And he got so engrossed in filling this book out that actually there wasn't enough room for everything he wanted to say. So he wrote his book for me. And it's about everything in his life that he wanted to share from when he was a child, teenager, adult, and then having a family. It's really important to me because unfortunately last year he passed away, so it has given me lots of memories to always treasure because it's now written, and it will always be my most treasured possession and the most important thing to have. And that is my favourite book, Dear Daughter, written by my dad.
Well, Mrs. Carter has asked me to do something that's virtually impossible. Say what my favourite book is. Can't do it, Mrs. Carter. Really can't. But here are some of my favourite books. You may have read some of these. These are all books I read and reread as a child. I read them to my children. Some I have read in the class. They are all worth looking at again. There! Look at all of those. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24 books. And there'd be more. I had to think, oh, I can't put that one in. I won't put that one in. No, I'll have another go at that one. There were still others. Others written by the same authors, maybe. So, see if you can have a go with any of those. Bye.